Shadow Show.
Yes, you already know. When it's Thursday, it's the Grim and Shadow Show. Let's see who we got in here in the roll call. Mateo DFW 214, Mario W86, Gas Gang. Whiskey, he said he's first. Whiskey 713, Shadow. Who else we got? Hold on, let me see if I can get in the roll call real quick. Carlos from Texas, product. I see you, man. Man, we pulling up today, pulling up. Cervantes PBM Survivor ENT just joined. I see you, you in the gas game. I can't see you, Shadow.
I can't see you either, but we here. That's Grim.
That Shadow.
713.
That Shadow. Can y'all see us both? Y'all, I don't know, man. Let me get the roll call done, man. Hold up, man. Shadow, you might have to leave.
Hey,
I'm gonna remove you. You gotta come back in. Bye. Hey, let me see. Let's see. We got J So South Southern in this mug. J Angelia Tigo. Man, I always fuck that up. Us only up in here. You know what it is. It's the roll call on the Grim and Shadow Show. Insta Blues up in here. Let me see if I can go live with Shadow real quick and get him in here really though. Daryl XO, Daryl Real XO just joined. I see you in the roll call. Damn, Shadow, you weak, man. Where you at, bro? You're not in the same spot.
I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. I can't see you though. Third Coast Classics just joined. What is it, man? It's the Grim and Shadow Show. I can't see Shadow, but I can see y'all rolling up in here, man. It don't matter. I don't want to see Shadow anyway right now. Uh, what it is, Hitman Cortez. What it is, man? Mentiras. Las three mentiras. We just joined and you in the Grim and Shadow Show. I see you, man. We got a good one today, man. We talking about some music, man. Shadow, I really wish I could see you, man. Why don't you go away, like really get off and come back?
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Junior Torres, 82713. We're doing the roll call, man, and you up in here, man. Let me see. We got people in here, man. We're gonna talk about music today. You gone yet, Shadow? What? SPM fan page 2024. Cervantes PBM. I see you, man. All y'all in here, man. The Stone Sound. I see you, Mark Kidney. Jay Gomez, HTX. Drosky, 8817. Uh-huh. Mr. 214 DLR. I see you, man. Mateo DFW. I see you. You were one of the first ones in there, man. E-Man HTX. 713. Chewy Hard. Herdes. S. Street. Street. Oh, man. I fucked it up. Alex Guzman, man. I'm sorry, man. We in the roll call, man. Let me turn this down, man. Let me get Shadow in here real quick. You know what it is, man. It's the Grim and Shadow Show. We got a good one today, man. We talk about music. There goes Shadow. He gonna fuck it up again. Watch. Go live. Go live. Live and loose. What was that? The fuck? Bro, you must be. Are you in the same room that you're always in? Or are you in another room? Just be honest.
I'm walking around, man. What?
I told
Damn,
y'all.
man.
I told y'all. This boy can't stand still, bro. Just anyway. You're in the Grim and Shadow Show. We talking about music today. So the question was, well, first of all, let me get to the polls. Let's get to the polls because uh and I forgot to write them down, but there were some polls. Nobody answers the polls, but somebody went and answered the first one. And the first one was which is your favorite genre of music, Shadow? Rock and roll, hip hop, country, or other? Hmm?
Hip hop.
It was overwhelmingly like hip hop won. I'm with rock and roll though, man. I like rock and roll and reggae. Shadow's been hip hop since what is it, 80 the 80s?
84.
Third Coast, he did
About
participate on both polls.
83.
So
Since
here's my
83.
second poll, Shadow. What you
82.
got? A better artist, Michael Jackson or Prince?
Prince.
Really? Man, stop copying me, bro. You always copy me, bro. Why you always just
Prince,
because we're saying
Prince, Prince. Okay, Prince was the coldest,
okay.
one of the best artists in the world.
Why you say that?
Man, I mean, just because he didn't give a fuck, and
You went to just
he
that's where you okay.
he was gifted. He learned every instrument, and he knew how to play all the instruments, and he had a different outlook in life, and he didn't care what anybody thought, and he expressed his music the way he wanted to, and he did it on his own. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I mean, shit, dude. A lot of people don't know. Like one of the best. He was one of the best guitar players in the world,
No,
and
no,
you can
no,
hear
no, the
him,
best guitar player in the world.
the best guitar player, and you can see that as he played with a song called by the Beatles called My Guitar Gently Weeps, and he killed it, bro, in this video. And he's wearing an orange suit. His favorite color was orange, not purple. But the
Stop,
boy was
Shadow.
bad.
Stop. Do you know it?
Boy was bad.
Okay,
I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of Prince, man.
okay, okay. I know the performance you're talking about. It was a Hall of Fame. Actually, George Harrison, who wrote the song, I believe.
Prince and
His son,
Michael
his
had a
son's
baby
playing
together.
guitar behind Prince. He's really freaking out on Prince. Yeah, Prince killed it. Just stole the show. Definitely Prince. Why? Because Prince, man, like you said, all around artist, all around musician. He on his first album, I believe, and he was 16, 17, and when he and played all the instruments on that album. And he played all kinds of. I mean, he had songs and he didn't stop creating until the end, man. He's got a vault of stuff that we haven't even heard, man. This dude. Now,
Can you
Michael.
imagine?
I was gonna say, where my boy at Mario. Mario said Prince played more instruments, but Michael Jackson was a better performer. That's true. That I can't argue with. Michael Jackson was by far a better performer, a better dancer. Um, and he said Prince. Mario said Prince never touched like boys either. God, come on, man. But you don't
Prince
know.
was weird in his own
You
way.
don't know.
Uh,
You don't know.
yeah, Prince was weird in his own way. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he first came out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he came out raw.
So,
You know
so,
what I'm saying?
so here's the thing with Prince. Now, Shadow, no, y'all know the story with me and Shadow. I was rock and roll, and Shadow was hip hop. Um, Prince was one of those that broke that barrier, right? Just like Run DMC with their first album. So those were the things that brought us to kind of my brother and I together was believe it or not like Purple Rain and Prince in his earlier days, and it was because he was such a musician. Now there's another band that Prince created, which was the Time, Morris Day and the Time, and
Yeah.
that's a creation by Prince. I mean Prince has written a lot of songs and created a lot of artists. You can go down the line, Sinead O'Connor. If you just go
Prince
down the
was
line,
like the modern day Rick James. You know what I'm saying? Like Rick James was like in his own right. He was a producer more than he was a superstar. You know what I'm saying? And Prince was the same way. Like you said,
right?
he did a lot of writing and a lot of production for a lot of people that you wouldn't think that Prince did. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, damn, Prince did that. Dion, a lot of artists. You had a song called Time. You had a song called Time. Yeah. What was that? My favorite song from Time was probably 7779311.
Really? That's your favorite one?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Or either that or Gone Walk. Gone Walk, Terry.
Dum. That's a get down. I like the time at the time I liked the time better than I like Prince, right? Because Prince was more of a girls, guy group or whatever girl. The ladies loved him. But Prince the time, they were some fools.
T Marine 713. What's up, man? What's up, everybody?
I was
Call
gonna
us.
say, also, Mario said, Mario getting down. Mario said you should start a new genre, hip rock. It's funny you say that because we thought about that a while back. It was rap rock. a rock rap or whatever. And believe it, there's obviously a lot of songs. Remember Faith No More? You want it all, but
Yeah,
you
I
can't
love the way
have it.
they ended that song with the piano. I remember that was just, to me, that was dope as fuck.
Insane.
Third Coast Classic
I was into
said
that.
hip hop and rap will always be in me, but as I get older, I find myself listening to what my parents exposed it to, which was Tejano. People trip out when they find I'm a big, oh man, dude, big Smith and Morrissey fan. Not bigger than me, but bro, I'm a huge Morrissey and Smith fan, bro.
Yeah,
My wife and I grew up on that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wasn't hip hop forever. I got out of it when I was in high school, and I was known as the U2 fanatic. We were known as the U2 fanatics.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we was jamming
Man,
all that shit. Depeche Mode, Smith.
That those days were see, that's what I'm saying, a different a different movement for us. We went, obviously you were listening to hip hop, I listened to rock and roll, then new wave came in, Depeche, like you said, Depeche
Jason,
Mode, the Smiths, and Morrissey. I got a quick little story about that third close. I'm when I was on the road with Bash, there was a bus driver that we rode with, and I got to we became friends. And so when he would come through town, he would stop by and call me up, and we go smoke or whatever, and hang out. And he'd be driving different artists. And one freaking weekend, he comes through with Morrissey on the bus, and he didn't man, yeah, I got this guy on the bus. I said, well, who is it? Morrissey. You ever heard of Morrissey? I said, shit. I said, let me call Shadow. Did I call you, Shadow? I don't remember if I called you. Anyway,
Yeah, you did, and they were supposed to come through Houston, but I wasn't gonna. I mean, I didn't get a chance to meet up with him or the bus. But I
wait.
mean, that would have been cool to meet him. You know what I'm saying, and just meet him, or just say I was, in the presence of Morrissey at one moment in my life.
Well, believe it or
I
not,
mean, how many
Shadow,
times have that happened?
Greg said he wasn't cool. Anyway, Mario got another good one. I said I seen where Mexican OT said that Zero is better than Tupac. Do y'all agree? OT said that. Did you hear that?
I hadn't seen that, but I tell you what, I can see how that's a good running. Because I mean, not that Zero's not notorious, but not as notorious as Tupac. But if you listen to Zero's music, I mean, he's right in line. You know what I'm saying, and saying the same shit, but from a southern point of view. You know what I mean, down here
Well,
in the South, but speaking the same knowledge, same type of thing. Like, what was my one of my favorite songs? And these days from Zero, man, that song hit hard. These days, I remember that was like the
hey,
the, the, the,
but
the
but
thing.
that's
But
that's an opinion. I respect his opinion. It's his opinion, and I can see where Zero could be his Southern Tupac, or whatever. I see that,
right,
but I mean, personally, I don't know, man. Tupac. I mean, I love
yeah,
Zero myself, but whew, that's a big one.
maybe because there's a generation gap there, Paul,
Huh?
between you and OT and your thinking. You know what I'm saying?
No,
The younger
maybe
crowd.
maybe it's not a generation gap. It's just a matter of opinion.
Well, that's true. Third Coast Classic said, well, Mario first, he said, I just strongly disagree with that statement. Third Coast Classic said, I seen the time perform at a casino in Arizona. He fell down while Jerome was holding the mirror.
Uh-uh.
So, who's that? What was his name, Paul? The lead singer for the time,
Morris
Morris
Day.
Day.
Morris Day.
Morris Day is holding. So Morris Day fell while Jerome was. And see, Jerome was the first one to like brush somebody off. Like what I'm saying. Like they had their shit together. That was a good
And
movie,
Morris
man.
was over there. Jerome would throw him the comb. He cast the comb,
Right,
and then he throw it back at him. And Jerome was holding the mirror, man. I mean, Jerome. That was a cool, the way they did it. The whole
sidekick.
see, they're a band, Shadow. That's my thing. You know what I mean? I don't. That's what I like. I like rock and roll. That to me is rock and roll. It's blues. It's funk. It's all that shit. I mean, that's all Prince.
And one,
Prince
right?
wrote most of those, if not all those songs. Now, I'm not saying that the time didn't have anything to do with the feeling of it. Just like writing songs. You know how it goes writing songs. But those are all Prince songs. Listen to it, right? You can tell.
Ladies talk with queens. She said, "Hey, guys, I made it. What's up?" Sorry, Paul. I had to break you up. But you're right. I agree with that. The fact that the band aspect and the way they was like a band together, and they were everything. You're right. They were everything. Rock and roll, blues, rhythm and blues, jazz, all in one band. The time was dope. The time was
So
dope at the time.
So wait a minute, we got to go back to the beginning, and it's 15 after. And the real question of the show was, who is in your playlist, in your deck? Who you got in your deck, Shadow?
Who I got in my deck right now, man. See, the thing is kind of different with me because when I'm working on something, I play that over and over and over. So
Okay.
it's usually something I'm working on. But lately, to be honest, I drive a lot too, and I'm listening to a lot more Spotify and Pandora, and I've been listening to K Reno radio. I've been listening to everybody's radio, really, but I've been listening more to K Reno's radio. I listen to what you call it? What's damn, I just had it on my tip of my tongue. But I was listening to old school like hip hop. I was listening to all kinds of different genres and shit on Spotify. What y'all got? What you been listening to?
Me? What I listen to?
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy, man. Like you, I drive around a lot during work. Mine, I listen to really rock and roll,
Classic rock.
rock, yeah,
I knew it.
yeah,
This
classic
one
rock
for you.
and reggae, right? But I don't listen to a lot of hip hop, man. I mean, if I listen to hip hop, I'm gonna listen to, you already know, K Reno, and I like some of really just a lot of K Reno and Klondike. But mostly, I don't really listen to that a lot. I listen to Andre Nicotina. I listen to a lot of bass shit, man. To be honest, as far as hip hop, but I don't listen to hip hop a lot. I listen to rap. I mean, I listen to rap. I listen to rock, and I listen to and when I listen to rock, I listen to albums like Pink Floyd, The Wall, or The Dark Side of the Moon, or I'll be listening to the Beatles. I've been listening to the Beatles, uh, jamming, man, jamming. I got my own playlist. I can see all
Man,
the
you
songs.
are old mother. You are old,
I do.
Grim. You just look like Alex Lopez 214. I've been listening to Young Dolph too, man. J Angel Latigo says Troy Sivan. I gotta check that out. Just to see what it is. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Texas Vicente? Texas Vicente, what's going down? I believe you went and bought a shirt,
Ma-
man, and a T and a CD, man, over there at the Dope House. Bought a Grim and Shadow shirt, man. So I appreciate that, man. That's dope.
Mario said, right now in my CD player in my car, I have Grim and Shadow since day one. Facts. That's what's up.
That's cool, man. Shit, I've been jamming the
That's
shit out
what's
of that
up.
myself.
I do listen, man. I ain't gonna lie. When I play our album, which I do play probably once a week, at least twice a week, because I listen to all kinds of shit. And we're working on music too. But I do listen to the album. Big Us Only, Big Mello, Everything, Killer Clan, Jay Z, Big Crit, '90s Texas rap. That's in her deck. Uh, my boy,
YouTube,
Alex.
Jose 352. Oh, said YouTube and old school hip hop. That's what's up. Alex Lopez said SPM and OT Grim and Bash.
What?
I'm screwed says little villain being SPM always some pharaoh. Uh-oh. When I'm in the zone and zero when I'm depressed.
Yeah.
Damn. He
There you
said
go, Shadow.
Text Joe 713. There he goes, Paul. The Eagles.
Oh,
He's winning.
Hotel
He's with
California.
him.
I got him. Uh,
What's up, Fernando?
that's me, bro.
Let's see. I've been jamming out to check this out, Paul. The other day I was listening to last week I was listening to all of King Von and Little Dirk stuff,
So,
BF
so
Dub.
you listen to a lot of hip hop. You ain't changed, bro. You ain't changed.
Well, why? Of course not, dude. But I'm not stuck in the night. I'm not stuck in back then either. I do listen. Listen,
Look,
I listen to like you asked me what's in my deck right now, right? And that's what I'm telling you right now. Last week I was listening to, uh, man, King Von. Like I know he passed on. Rest in peace. And everything, man. But I mean, he was really just kicking a lot of stories about murders, that he had claimed and not claimed to have done. You know what I'm saying? And so I got interested as to what is everybody listening to? What is he? And really, he's got the grandson, he's got all the stuff, he's got a crazy story one, two, and it's really like it's just talking about murks that he supposedly had done. Little Dirt, he did that song "All My Life" and wanna put me down, and that got me
you like
listening
that?
to him. I like that. Like even the Mo3 before he got murked, you know what I'm saying? He had a jam. It's just like, yeah, I love hip hop.
I ain't
But
heard none of that.
look, okay, so like Rowdy Rich had a song called "The Box," and then the Baby had a real good song talking about his Lamborghini and cop cars, and like and then you got Benny Blanco with Holly talking about on the east side, and that's the kind of music. So
But
I
see,
haven't really caught up. I'm still a little bit
so
behind. I'm not right up to
so
what the youngsters are
we
listening
got
to
we
right
got
now.
about 10 minutes left, Shadow, and I just want
Go.
to know from the viewers, man. I just want to see. I mean, I really can't get with the this new music, man. Honestly, I just
Well,
I'm not, and I don't go. I know what you're gonna say. Yeah, cause you're old ass or whatever. Nah, bro. I listen to it. I've listened to it. My kids listen to it. My wife listens to it. I hear it. You know what I mean? They listen to it. I hear it, but I don't see it. I don't see anything really cool about it. First of all, it's watered down. It doesn't hold up to what we listen to or you listen to in the hip hop in the cool days. I'm talking about back to the early 2000s and 90s and 80s. You go further back, man, you get better. It seems like the further you go this way, man, bro. I mean, you got motherfuckers going.
well, I'd
"Ah."
like to
What the
see
fuck is
what
that,
the
dude?
guest. Well, yeah, I know. I agree. In that note, I do agree. In fact, yeah, I agree with everything that you're saying on that note. I truly do see what you're talking about. But there's some good music out there,
Oh,
Grimmy.
it's Slim
You know what I'm
Pickens,
saying?
is what you're saying.
Huh? Well, maybe there's Slim Pickens. Hey, look, you got you got Universal Music Group. That's everything from Taylor Swift to the Beatles to
Okay,
Michael Jackson and they're taking their stuff off TikTok. What? Why? Why? It's just the platform is turned into more of a popularity contest instead of a talent contest. You know what I'm saying? In my eyes, it's more about how popular you are, not how talented you are.
but
But that's why I've been going to like Spotify and stuff. Like you pull up the nobodies or the people you don't know, and you listen to some of their stuff that's out there. It's beautiful, like pieces of artwork, stuff that we try to put out. You know what I'm saying? And maybe we're not the ones that are on in the flesh. Like okay, give me a point case in point. Who won best hip hop record of the album? It wasn't Travis Scott. It was some dude named Big Mike, right? Big Mike something.
Killer Mike,
Nobody
Killer
ever
Mike,
heard of. Killer Mike. There you go. Sorry.
right?
And so, but that's what it is.
But he's old school. So Jose 352 or 3520 HTX said some of the new is cool, but that old school, but my old school is what I love to jam. Miyagi 915, new music ain't got nothing on the old school. You know what I'm saying? The great tapes. Look, there you go. Great tapes. Come on now.
Yeah,
Bro,
I get you. I'm still classic hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take you back, to Strafe and
I'm gonna
set it
take
off.
you
You know what
back.
I'm saying? I'm gonna take you back,
I'm gonna take
to
you
where,
back. You ain't gonna take me back. I'm gonna take you back.
So I'm just saying that I still stay current and fluent with the what's going on today because hip hop is always evolving. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is in a weird stage right now. It's trying to is trying to find itself. We just had a 50-year anniversary of hip hop, and what hip hop is about, it's not given. Hip hop is about peace, love, and unity, bro. And hip hop is not giving that. But why is
Okay,
that?
so
Is it is it
we got
is it the
about
is
five
it the
minutes left.
strings that are being pulled, or is it the individuals collectively not getting together and putting out informative hip hop like it used to be, like Public Enemy, right? And the Ice, the Just Ices, remember, right?
Yeah, yeah,
K,
yeah, yeah. Of course, that was the early hip
KRS
hop. That's
One.
what got us. That's what got us. That's what got us going, Shadow. But like Jason 432 said, what got us moving was the Ghetto Boys. You know what I'm saying? That's what got Rap a Lot really came with the ghetto. The early, I'm talking about the early Ghetto Boys, and then Brad Jordan
Right.
got what came with Scarface. But and then from then on, it was on and cracking in Houston. It was like, wait, what? Hold up. And so, believe it or not, that sparked Ike Man rapping. He didn't even know he was rapping. You know why? Because Ike Man was putting his name in all the Ghetto Boys songs off that tape. Man, we got 5 more minutes, and I just want to say, don't forget that little bubble down there with that question mark right about there. Um, Put your questions in, man, because the second side, the B side of this show, is dedicated to you asking us questions. Because when you ask,
We answered. You already know what it is.
come on,
Hey,
man.
I'm
Talk
screwed.
about
I'm
me,
screwed.
Shadow. We're gonna show all the times man. Come on, man.
Hey, I wanted to go back on some of the things our gas gang was talking stuff. I'll stick to my SPM and zero music type of rap. Spurs City 210 said. It's like comparing analog versus digital. 84 reasons. That's a good one. Miyagi said Killer Mike is known an old school cat from, and I think he's from Atlanta. Mario says Shadow's a producer. He's gonna feel all music. That's true. That's true. Jason said Ghetto Boys. Daryl Jose 352 said Daryl Scott in the mixtapes. Daryl Scott, I think, was the real one before he started Screw. I know. I, I'm Screwed. They were passionate about the art of rap when it was actually dope. It's been weird since about 2014. All right, all right. Lil Wayne was the last era from Spurs City's 210. I can see that. I mean, as far as lyrically, that makes a lot of sense. Hip hop
We're talking
was
about hip
definitely
hop though. We're getting all in hip hop. We haven't even touched pop. I mean, and I say R&B, pop, whatever you want. I mean, what do you think about Drake? You know what I'm saying? I'm look, I like all good music just like Shadow. There are Drake songs in my deck. You know what I'm saying? I got Drake songs in the deck. They're a little older. Some of the new ones, what's that new one that he just did? But see, I like a lot of the new shit.
yeah,
It just gotta I gotta feel it, man. And like you said, Shadow, there are some good ones, but man, slim pickings, man. Mexican OT is a breath of fresh air. Just to say that for the Latinos and for Mexicanos, all around, man. He's a breath of fresh air because we were with the movement we were around with ourselves and of course Carlos and shut him down. So that for him to come back around, it's like, man, see, there's more of us, bro. So I love it, man, and I love his opinions. I love the fact that he says, Zero is better than Tupac. Why? Because that opens up a conversation, man. And I might
it's
disagree,
beautiful.
but hey, that's what's up.
I mean, but I seriously, his flip side of that coin. You know what I'm saying? From his, what you're talking about, if you listen to Zero's music as passionately as you listen to Tupac, there is that's a good, hey, that's his opinion. I kind of ride with it. Drake, when he was coming to Drake's longevity, like Drake has been in this game for as long as I can, is
Drake
2006.
is
So
let's just
three.
say on the music level, and I'm not saying my feelings about Drake. I'm just telling you, the facts are the Beatles. He's the got the new Beatles. He's got that catalog and hits. So and
Drake is a man. Drake is, to me, is one of the greatest artists. Like, I'm feeling, they know, like his early shit. You know what I'm
that
saying?
was
Like,
hey, that's what I'm
th-
talking
you know, there's a lot of something. What he did is he made a brand, right? And so as you get older, sometimes the brand is not going to be as popular. You know what I'm saying? As it was when it first came out, right? Because it's been around forever, right?
Right.
Remember when OP was out? OP was the shit. And OP Ocean Pacific was around for years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Azad was around for years, decades, right? So
Yeah.
now it's just not the brand, right? It's just like, okay, it's
Hey,
what it is,
Mr.
man.
214 DLR said, I'm from Dallas and I listen to a lot of Houston rappers. I appreciate that, man. Dallas got some cold motherfuckers too, bro. Don't give it Tum Tum and Big Tuck. Hey, it's the B-side,
Hey,
y'all. You already know what
that's
it
a
is,
nice
man.
little
It's the
subject.
Grim and Shadow Show. And if you don't know, the Grim and Shadow Show is every Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. on the dot. Man, today's topic was a good one, man. We was talking about music, man. We got topics, man, for days.
What's
Uh,
in your deck?
what was in your deck? We might talk about a little bit about that. But if you want to talk more about what was in your deck or whatever, don't forget, man, hit that little question mark button right there and shoot us your questions, man. Because on the B side, it's the Q&A side, man. You ask and
We answer. You already know where to go. You know what I'm saying?
give
We
us
on
the
the
roll
flip
call
side.
and don't and give put your questions on the thread too. We'll answer questions off the thread as well. Go ahead, give them the roll call, Shadow.
Man, we got Mateo DFO 214's in here. Fresh out of Fucks is in here. Uh, David Lopez is in here. 84 Reasons. I'm screwed. DFD Baby Lee. Rest is in here. What's up? Dave's in here. Mario W86. Man, we already know what's up, guys. Gang. Alex 30 Lopez is in here. Us only. Third Coast Classics. Dixon Joe's in here. 713. DJ Daniel. Boom. What's up, my boy? Mr. 214 is in here. Jason's in here. The Stone Style Marquini's in here. What's up, Mark? Spurs City 210, G Big Boy Peso is in here, man. What's going down, man? It's the roll call. This is the B side, man. You already know what it is, man. It's a Grim and Shadow show. That boy right there, Grim 713.
That boy right there, Shadow the OG or wherever he's at. I don't know.
And we right here, man, just chilling with you. You know what I'm saying? They can't see you. You can't see me. I can't see you, but they can see us. And that's what it is, man. And that's what's up. Man, I appreciate y'all coming, man. This is the B side. And on the B side, this is the question and answer side. So, you know what I'm saying? If you ask questions,
We answer.
yeah, no,
Stop,
hey,
man. Don't even try to play with me,
every
bro.
time we do one, if you do a one Mississippi in between the gap, but when I say that or he says that, like
Ronnie
what we got beef on?
Martinez. Shut up, Shadow. Hey, we got questions, man. Let's get to it, man. Let's go to the questions and answers, man. Don't forget, man, hit that question mark. Man, we ain't got enough questions, man. We're gonna talk shit. Spurs City 210. We got that what San Antonio. What y'all thinking from the artist named Lefty Gunplay Music? You heard of Lefty Shadow?
Never heard of Lefty Gunplay.
Hold on, let's look him up. Go ahead, Shadow.
We will put the East Coast Everett on him.
I ain't heard of
We'll,
him.
we'll
I ain't heard of him. You gotta let us know. You gotta let us know, Spurs City. Is he from Texas?
Lefty Gunplay. I
I'm
don't
looking
know.
on
Sounds like
YouTube.
for some reason I felt like I've heard
I
that
chinga, I
somewhere.
put Lefty. Hey, I put Lefty. There he is.
There he is.
There he is.
He's right there. He's right there. The
The
first
first one
one.
I found was Young Drummer Boy with Lefty Gunplay Wangsters. I cut him.
All right, let's play
Which
it.
one do you like? Walk 'em down. Which one's the one I should look at, man? Let me know.
The first one that came up. The first one that came up.
Huh? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Walk 'em
Órale.
down. All right, man. We don't want to play too much of that because then they cut us off. I'm gonna check that out, man. He said Rookie of
That
the Year.
sounds pretty
Lefty
good.
Gunplay Rookie of the Year, man. Let's give
You
a shout
really
out. He's
know.
Mexicano. He's Mexicano, man.
Hey,
Where's he from?
you really know a song in the first 7 seconds anyway.
I
You know what I'm
feel him.
saying? And actually, I feel like I still wanted to keep listening to it, so I thought it was pretty good.
There you go. There you go. We're gonna have to check them out. Don't forget, hey, that's Lefty Gunplay, y'all. Don't hey, keep them questions coming, man. I see we got a lot more, man. Appreciate y'all, man. And we're watching off the thread too. What do we got? Oh man, this is one of my favorite handles. Fresh out of fucks. Would you ever perform a show at a Grando Park, Shadow? Come on, man. Come on, man.
Where
Shit, would they let us? First
right
of
there
all,
on
let
the
me answer that,
basketball
man.
court.
Yes. And if they would let us, man, I would love whoever
Like,
put that together. You think people would come out for that?
where, uh, where are they going? That's the thing. Where in the basketball court or
Nah,
where?
man, right there by the bayou, man, on the way to by Willow Crackers.
On the softball field, on the football field, where the Sharks play.
Yeah,
Hell
man,
yeah.
fuck yeah, why not, man? Shit, that's legendary ground right there, man. There are a lot of legends. They don't know, man. A lot of real legends out of the fucking neighborhood played football on that motherfucker right there, that field. Tell me the truth, man. Come on, fresh out of fuck.
Spurs.
Think I'm playing? That wasn't me though. I wasn't playing. We played over there at Glenbrook over there. Where we play? PPFL Park Place. That's what it was. Football league.
It was Park Place. It was Park Place. And in Grando, I was doing graffiti right there between the on the bayou,
I
right there,
played a
the
lot,
creek.
right? And I played a lot of basketball right there in the hoops over there. And at the basketball right there at the Grando. Jose 352. That was a great question, by the way. Jose 352 ACX. Shadow. What's he got?
What song made you felt fall in love with hip hop?
Can I tell you that one
Ooh.
first, or you want to go first?
You go first.
All right,
'Cause I
check it
gotta
out.
think about that one.
Check it out. It was Run DMC's first album. Okay, and I don't know. I can't tell you the name of the song. I think it's Rock Box. But I went and see. My brother was all into hip hop, man, and I listened to rock and roll. Long story short, I went to Sam Goody at Gulf Gate Mall. And back in those days, you could grab the album and listen to it, and before you bought it. So I grabbed it and I played it. This motherfucker had hard beats, and it was dun 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 dun. I was like lit. I said what? And I skipped it to the next track. Bro, I brought that shit home. I bought Shadow one and I bought Me one. And I threw it in his face. I said, "Now these motherfuckers I can fuck with, man. Who are these motherfuckers?
I,
Shadow, that's Run DM motherfucking C, nigga." Oh
and
man,
Jam Master
shit.
Jay. Don't forget Jam
So
Master Jay.
so
Don't ever
it was
forget Jam
definitely
Master.
Run DMC for me.
That's a
Rockbox,
good
man. I
one.
think it was Rockbox.
That's a good one, Rockbox. For me, it had to be honestly the song called "Play at Your Own Risk" by Planet Patrol.
Oh, I
When
remember
I
that
heard
song.
when I heard when I heard that comment, man, that song mesmerized me. It turned me into a break dancer first. And Joe Medina, my best friend at the time, he could break dance really good. You know what I'm saying? And I would choose his music to dance to. You know what I'm saying? Like I was his best because I really wasn't dancing at the beginning until he started showing me how to up rock and do moves that because I'm chubby. I've always been chubby. You know what I'm saying? So
Yo,
I wasn't like gonna be doing windmills and wasn't gonna be doing flares and wasn't gonna do all that. So I was doing footwork, breakdancing, pop locking, and up rock. My favorite thing to do was the up rock. And
you had some good
that song,
footwork though. You were badass with it.
that song, he said, Jason said, I still owe him a windmill. I can still do the upright to the windmill, you know what I'm saying? And that song right there had to be the first song. It was play at your own risk. PLAY. If you think
That was
dance with
hey,
me,
that was that's so that was the song. Okay. That's
that
dope.
was my
Hey,
favorite song,
Spurs
man.
City on the thread said too. Uh, well, Spurs City on the thread said, "Hey, Grant, when SPM gets out, are you going to tour with him?" Hell yeah, motherfucker. Especially if he pays me. Hell yeah, I'm gonna be on that motherfucker. Shit, I'll be first in line. No, honestly, man, I'll kidding to the side. Yeah, man. My brother, man. I'll be there, just
But
like I will be there
there
for
was
my
other
brother Shadow.
songs.
So if my brother Shadow says,
But
"Yeah, I need you on," if SPM says, "Grim, I want you on the tour," and of course I'm gonna be there, man. We're gonna work out the financials, but yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna be there. Um,
uh, uh, what
Shadow,
was go ahead.
what?
What was your I'm sorry, Jose No Juega. He got the question, man. What's he asking?
Oh shit. He said, "Who's your favorite rock band, Grim?" Oh shit, who's my
Ooh,
favorite rock band? Damn, that's a good one. Well, I'll tell
then
you,
or now?
I can
He's
tell you
old
like
school.
what?
Well, you from? I don't know, man. I mean, you're gonna go back to the '80s and
No,
'90s.
I'm
You're
gonna tell
talking about
you.
now,
Here's how it's gonna work. I can tell you in stages. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna tell you.
you can
Growing,
only take one, Graham. Take one,
no,
Graham.
no,
One
listen,
fucking day. He said, "Who's your favorite rock
listen.
band?"
This is
He didn't
how it
say
works.
S. It's not plural. It said rock band.
No, but
One.
listen. Okay, my favorite rock band of all time is U2. There's the answer. But
There it is.
but in
Next.
stages when I was growing up, it was Kiss first. It was Kiss from Detroit. And then after that, it was Van Halen. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
And
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 then
then you two, and then it's been you two ever since.
it's, after U2 has been U2 ever since. And then yeah, I can dabble with everybody else. Now I've learned, all along the way, who are my favorites. Like man, you can go. There's a lot of them. Eric
Bro,
Clapton, all the way around the world, man. Creed,
my favorite band, if you ask me, but he didn't ask me, but is Earth, Wind, and motherfucking Fire.
of course.
That them motherfuckers, God, bro, like Casey and stuff, but no, yeah, U2 is dope, man. They put on a badass show and they fucking badass songs. They got some dope shit.
Third Coast Classic said
That's
Van
awesome.
Halen, not Van Hagar. That's a good point. I like
That's
Van Halen,
that's a
David
good
Lee
point.
Roth, but I will say this: uh, Hagar lasted, and I don't I love man when Van Hagar came out, I was with it, because I was a true Van Halen fan, and I was running with Eddie. And of course Alex and Michael Anthony, the guitarist, and it's crazy because now it's just Sammy Hagar and Michael Anthony and Alex. So
Yeah.
and they're gonna go on tour pretty soon. But I hear you though on the Van Halen. As far as the songs, man, dude, Van Halen, Shadow Knows, bro. That's all I had in my.
Oh yeah, the early David Lee
I
Roth
made it
Van
with the wood
Halen,
shop,
the
man.
early
I,
shit,
I,
Diver
I made
Down,
a 80 bit Van Halen guitar
Jamie,
and everything, painted it and all that shit out of wood.
Jamie, Jamie's crying.
Unschooled thoughts on SPM song "Runaway" on the Hustletown album, 1997.
Run away, run for your life. He's
He's
returned.
returned. It's almost gospel, like what are those old? He's returned.
So the girl I think who sings that hook is Sonia Otero. Okay, and that was like one of his girlfriends back when he was growing
Shadow,
up.
that was one of
And
your girlfriends back in
shut
the day.
up, shut up. Yeah,
Shadow, come
okay.
on, man. Why you skip? It's
And
okay, bro. This was when you
so
were like, what were you like?
it's
12?
funny because Carlos and I are always funny. We always you know talk about that shit. It's funny as shit. I told her she was that was kind of cool though. But it was
Nah,
the
you just
song
wanted to bring
Runway
up
itself.
Sonya's. You just wanted to bring her up, bro. You tripping?
The song itself. Um, it's pretty. I mean, damn, I can't even remember the lyrics. To be honest with you, do
Run
you remember the song?
away.
I remember the hook.
They said fly away. Who's this? I like Miyagi 915. Fly away goes super hard. Now that's a song I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That was cool because I actually, that was one of the few or first tracks that we got from Carlos while he was locked up. Because Carlos was on a no what do you call it, Shadow? Was on a no like he can't make money in there, bro. So anytime he did something like that, it was gonna cost him.
Yeah, he got put in the hole, so he got in trouble and stuff. He got thing. Fly Away. Also, Carlos he got upset because at the very end of that song, in his verse, it kind of gets choppy where he says, "And look where it got me." Money ain't a thing, man. Like, look where it got. And so he's always been like, whoever chopped up my song, my verse at the end of there, fucked it all up.
Well, tell
Which
him.
of course was
I mean,
me.
but tell
You know
him
what I'm saying?
how he recorded it though, Shadow. It was. I mean,
Well, but I had to. It was just we had to
and
get
real
it to
quick,
where
Shadow. Don't fucking bore us with the details.
but why do you do unscrew like that, man? We were talking about Runaway, not Flyaway. Anyway,
Because you
Runaway.
didn't remember the lyrics, Shadow. I was trying to help you
I
out.
don't remember the lyrics, bro. Do you like that song? Unscrew. I think it's dope. Says third class closer says, "Yo, I have the cassette single, and Runaway is titled He's Returned, and on the tape. So is that the original title? I think it was. I can ask Carlos, but I remember it was He's Returned." Like the way he would get Carlos would get his vocalist to sing, all his vocalists, Marilyn,
Damn, dude, I can't
all
see
his
the
vocalists.
questions no more, bro. The
Oh
fuck?
man, you suck as a. By the way, these are kind of reasons why we should need to go to
Tell him, Shadow.
Zoom.
What we gonna do, Shadow?
We need to go to Zoom, man. I'm telling you, man.
We got the Zoom show coming to you for the
We got to get the Zoom and just go live on YouTube and Facebook, man. You know what I'm saying?
shit, bro.
I
The
love
questions are gone,
the quotes. I love all the comments and stuff, and I want to find a way where we can still interact with you guys, Gas King, because this is what I like doing. It's just, man, it sucks because we got about what 14 more minutes.
bro. And
15
so
more minutes.
please ask your questions on the thread now, please. We're sorry, man. Can you please react? Because I was going down the line, man, and wait till y'all see the
Yeah,
show. Go to YouTube. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Go to YouTube, okay? On Grim 713 TV or Grim T. I don't know what I got, and subscribe.
Mario sent some lyrics of the to me if I can remember.
And
Runaway. Go
Shadow,
ahead.
I'm telling them something. And look, bro, y'all gonna see, man. I can't see the fucking questions, man. The Caracho, man. What you say, Shadow Mario? What?
It ain't worked in 2 years. Guess who's back? Still my old album sells like crack. Blowing indo out the window of my limo, sleeping with my heat underneath my pillow. Man, I know the whole track. Yeah. That now I remember. That bitch goes hard. Of course, Carlos is a beast with it. Carlos is
I
a
can't
beast
hear you
with
no
it.
more, Shadow.
Man, that's because somebody just called me. Can you hear me now?
Man, get the fuck out of here, dude.
That's because somebody just called me.
Well, fuck you. Bye. This motherfucker, man, crazy. My bad, you guys. Keep coming with them questions, man. Is Baby Bash cool with SPM? Spurs City 210 said. I'm sorry, man. I'm going off the thread. That's a good one, man. Of course, man. They're brothers, man. It's just like it's just like asking if I'm cool with Shadow. For sure, man. Let me see if I can get Shadow back in here. Maybe he'll come on video. For sure, they're cool, man. That's a great question. Spurs City 210. Um, are you back, Shadow?
What's up, Mark Drew? Yeah, man, I'm here, man. My boy Manic tried to call me and knock me out.
Let's see who else. What other questions do we got? Man, God bless, dude. All my questions are gone, bro.
Yeah, I seen that question if Bash and Carlos were still cool. I'd say yeah, man. Why wouldn't they be? You know what I'm saying? I don't. I If you heard something, let me know.
Hey, you
I ain't
guys,
heard.
man,
What's
ask your
up?
questions in the thread, man, because I see more questions coming through, man. But man,
I have a question. He says Miyagi said, "Where is Jaime Ortiz? Payne,
where's
my boy Payne,
Payne?
man.
That's a
Believe it
great
or not,
question.
man, he's working in the same company that Fileto and I work for, which is uh Carter Services, and we call it Carter Square Records, and my boy Joey T, man, Joey Tobias, the Tomahawk. He's the one that got us these positions, and basically we all got our own little vehicle and our own little uh uh like technician, you know what I'm saying, little van, and we go around and we fix, different machines, different places, man, on our own dime. I mean,
Mario
on their
W
dime.
said 86. Have y'all heard of Millie's? That boy is fired. Have you heard of Millie's?
No, I
Oh
saw that.
shit. I got my shit back. Hold on, man. Fuck you, Shadow.
So, but Payne's somewhere in the Panhandle, man, working,
We got
doing his
10
thing.
minutes. Okay, good, man. Great. I love you, Payne.
Nice.
We got our shit back, man.
What's up?
Spurs City says Baby Bash cool with SP in my city was.
Yes, sir. As far as I know.
That's the question.
Let's see.
Here's a oh shit. Uh it said text Joe 713 said, what's the first concert y'all went to and was it together? First concert? Yeah, Shadow, it was together. Remember when Uncle Larry snuck us? What was it?
Yes,
Was it Kiss?
yes, yes. He took us to go to the damn Coliseum at the time
Was it Kiss?
downtown, and it was Kiss.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, dude, my
He
Uncle
snuck
Larry.
and he snuck us in. He snuck us in.
Yeah,
We were
'cause he
7 years old, and they did two shows in 1977 in Houston. They did one at the Coliseum, and they did one at the Summit, which is now Lakewood Church. But Kiss, we went to. I do remember that. That's our first concert,
yeah,
Paul.
and
You remember
Larry
that
and
shit?
Uncle Larry was actually back in those days they had the Guardian Angels. Remember that?
Yeah, 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 yeah. And he wore a beret or some
Well,
kind,
he
and
was
he
a
was
guardian
like,
angel, and he worked the concert. And I think Grandma was like, "You got to take care of him." You know what I'm saying? He's like, "Oh man, bullshit." All right, he took us with, and we went to the concert,
we rode the
dude.
bus and everything.
That's pretty much when I fell in fucking love because the fucking Peter Chris rises on the fucking drumsticks. We saw the whole show. It was kind of from side stage. It wasn't even. It wasn't like we were in the middle of the crowd or anything, right? We were seven, or you were kids and we were behind the stage from the side really, and it was crazy, man. It was crazy how we saw that. That was crazy. That's a great question, man. And yes, it was together, right?
Yeah, we
Mark
were
Drew
together. Yeah.
HTX, we only got about 7 8 minutes. Mark Drew HTX, why is Grimm the only one in the movie with Denzel Washington? uh is he talking, what is he talking about? Is he talking, do you remember when Denzel Washington,
Fucking Mark Drew.
he's talking about the movie where that was filmed at Austin High School?
Yeah, that's exactly what he's talking about, bro. Go ahead, tell him what happened.
I just watched that movie. And look,
Really?
I don't find myself. The only scene you would probably see me in was when they were in the auditorium. When they were in the what is not is it the auditorium?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And go ahead.
No, no. I think Mark Drew and I used to work. We worked at a dope house together, or we worked together on some music at Sugar Hill.
Right.
And I told him about that story, how Grim was famous since we got on the movie. And he says, "Man, let me see." I think I pulled up a clip, man. And I showed Drew, you in here, man? That's funny as shit, man. You fucking
Hey,
brought that shit up.
that was crazy. We were extras. They fed us and everything, man. They gave us a sack lunch of fucking
Dude,
food.
we were extras, but only you got on the screen, though. That's what he's saying. Like, how come only you got on?
Come on, man. You already know why, man. I was destined for gold. Hey, out, you know.
Uh,
Hey,
you a fool,
I don't
man.
know, man. I got lucky. I was in the bunch. Even though Shadow was the cool one, and I hung out with the man. I was really hanging out with
Look,
a bunch of nerds.
see,
Uh, uh
Mark Drew said Shadow told us y'all were in it, and me and Little Los used to always message him and say he was lying.
yeah, we were in that movie. I
I
was just
love you,
watching that
Drew.
movie. It actually
I love you,
it was
man.
filmed in Houston, but based out of it's set in California. It was the Crips and Bloods.
Yeah, it was the George Washington. What was it called? It was the something Washington story about a principal who turned just kind of like Mean on Me, but it was Denzel Washington that played the role of George,
Right,
whatever his name was,
right, right,
George
right. It was a true story. It was about a true
Hamilton,
story
George something.
about a principal that turned a school around, just like Lean on Me, right?
Yeah.
It was before Lean on Me. Hold on, man. My bad. Third Coast Classics had a good one. Ever do a show? Ever do a show and not do a song the crowd wanted and they got pissed? Man, dude, yeah, I've done that. Have you done that, Shadow?
No, I've never. No,
So
I don't remember.
I'll tell you what song it was, and it was only because nobody knew it. And Shadow actually brought it up too after a show. You're gonna remember. I have a song called Barry White with my boy Russell Lee, and I did a little show. And it wasn't that the crowd was pissed. It's just that they didn't know the song. Another time I did a song that was kind of new. It was really I was on a feature, and the crowd was pissed because I didn't know the words, and I was doing this.
See it, Mario.
So yeah, man. That was probably the only time that kind of happened with me doing a song.
That's
I don't know. You remember anything like that?
I never had an experience like that where we not
That's a good
necessarily
question.
or with another artist where the crowd didn't respond to it. You know what I'm saying? I never had that happen,
Oh,
to be honest.
I've been in some awkward situations. I can't remember
Now
where.
I've been in a situation where, check this out, the song comes on, right, and it's fucking high, right, and the song comes on, and I don't know how long we have left, but the song is high, and everybody, it's the song, bro, and somewhere that something happens where it's the sound or something, and it cuts off, and you hear the whole crowd, oh, like collapse. Like, ooh, everybody starts like, and it takes you, you're trying to figure out how to freaking put the song back on. You know what I'm saying? So you're all looking at each other, and everybody's looking at you. What the fuck's going on?
See,
I've been in that.
that's an engineer producer side of the story. I don't give a shit when I'm
I've
up there.
seen that happen more
Uh,
than once, and
who
it is
That's
funny
because
to
of
see
those people that give a
the
shit.
panic.
That's because people that are the people that give a shit. Like that's like a not to call him out. I like him. He's a great guy. But MC Magic, he's like that. The shit ain't sound right. Jose No Juega is is there is there a song that ever got you through a hard time? If so, what is it? Man, there's a lot of songs that go that, and that's where you two comes in. When
Don't
I was,
speak.
when I was in high school,
Uh, let's see.
shit, man. I can't pinpoint every song, but a lot of songs from U2 got me through a lot of hard times when I was in high school. And
Yeah.
now that seems to be 21 Pilots. 21 Pilots has a song called My Blood. And I'll be honest, man, being away from my brother and my family, um, moving to Dallas and being up here for over, you know, almost 15 years, it, that's a hard time for me because we were just talking about this last week. Um,
2 weeks ago.
we're what were we talking about last week?
Oh, it was last week. Go ahead.
It's hard for me to be away from them. My mom, she just had double bypass surgery, and my dad and my brother, man. So there's a song by 21 Pilots called My Blood, and when I hear that song, it reminds me of my brother, of course, first, but it does relate to my blood, meaning my family. So,
Right.
and not just my
Oh,
mom and dad, but my cousins and uncles and nephews. So that's a good question. My blood right now, I
that
can
is
put that on. That's what I love about music nowadays. We're talking about what's in your play deck. I can just
there's
go to that song and I can play it.
for me, U2, there was a lot of songs back in the day, especially going through hard times, whatever. Yeah, I would hear U2 songs, just the lyrics. Like there's this one song that even my wife and I probably agreed to is called One. And it's just the way the lyrics come together and it comes together as one. And it just kind of just brings, it all like full circle for me. And it is a touching song. And that's one of the songs I probably was listening to at one of my hardest times was that song One from U2. I know what you mean, and that's the beautiful thing about music is that it can touch somebody in so many different ways. You know, you mean it for one thing and it does another. You know what I'm saying? Such is life. You know what I'm saying? Man, what time we got, man? It's 7:59, man. We got one more second, one more minute.
Man, you
What's
want to
up,
get
B?
another question?
Nino
Get the
B?
last question in.
What's the last question? The
The
last
last
question.
question in, man. You got 1 minute, man. The Houston Hustler said, "Is Los really gonna see parole in 2024? Or is it just a rumor?" That's a good one.
Oh my God, man.
You got.
And speaking with him,
It's
he will
already
say, of
8 o'clock,
course,
Shadow.
we got till 8:01. And speaking with him, 8:01, we done. And speaking with him, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, man, if God willing, man, he will be out this year. If it's gonna, if it's anything presidents set in the past, most people don't get their first parole, and we'll see, how long they set them off. You know what I'm saying? Questions are in the answers. I don't know. I don't know, man.
God willing,
Man, that's
man.
a good
We're gonna
one.
pray for him. Everybody pray for Carlos to get out. He's been, gone too long, man. And
Gone
I
too
hope it's
long,
not a
man.
rumor. It's not a
When he
rumor.
gets out,
He,
it'll be
he is
perfect
up
timing.
to answer your question. It's not a rumor. He is up for parole. He's got a new show, a podcast. If you check it out on every Wednesday, he's out there with his daughter Carly, and he's actually on the phone, man. You can hear him, man.
Yeah,
You can
putting
hear
out
him talk
putting
about.
out new music. You know what I'm saying? Putting out new music after each podcast. I mean, he's telling us his own story, so maybe he could tell you better. You know what I'm saying? But God with him. I hope he does, man.
Hey,
Man, on that note,
hey,
love you, man.
I appreciate y'all tuning in every
What up,
Thursday
Nino B?
for the Grim and Shadow Show. You know what it is. I didn't see my brother this week, man. This is why we do it, man, so I can see my brother once a week, 52 times a year. But that right there is Shadow the OG.
That right there, man, is Grim 713, man. Robert Gonzalez says, I like the County Boys, man. Yeah, that was my whole thing. What's up, Overdose? Barely
Hey,
just joined in when we leaving.
hey,
Hey,
we're
I
gonna
love
see
you,
y'all
Grim.
next week, man. We're gonna see y'all every week on Thursday for the Grim and Shadow Show. And you already know, man.
Monstro.
Shadow.
What's up?
I love you, man.
I love you, Grim, man. Love you, Gas Gang. Peace.
You already know when it's Thursday, it's the Grim and Shadow Show.